Hi, this is Raj, the CEO. So basically, these days I'm coming direct on YouTube and direct on Instagram, basically to explain all the hair products. So basically, today I'll be explaining about different kind of hair extensions that we make. We'll be discussing about the hair ratios, and we'll be discussing about the different colors and all those things basically. So first of all, I'll start with the tape hair extensions. So when you see tape hair extension, what you need to test is first of all the hair ratio. Now many people, they are basically giving the lower hair ratio at higher prices. So they will tell you basically it's double drawn hair, and the hair will not be double drawn, will be just single drawn hair and cut from bottom. So you need to check that, like our hair ratio, this is the single drawn hair ratio that we supply. So we don't give the thin ends, like there is no thin ends. This is the single drawn hair that we supply. It has more short hair in this part and the length is down. This is mainly for the volume of the hair. It's not for the basically adding the length. So now if you see this hair, this is around 30 to 40% same size hair. So this is the starting point for the double drawn hair, and the hair science is very advanced. Like this, the bleaching science is very advanced. It has a very high amount of cuticle as compared to the Chinese hair and other processed hair. And this is how you need to test the hair cuticle, which is smooth this side and is rough upwards. So that's the test that you need to do whenever you buy, and that's why basically clients are getting scammed because they are not able to test the hair quality. That's like if you go to buy 24 karat gold but you don't know how to test the hair, so you will certainly get scammed. So that's the another problem. Another thing is that many of the UK and European companies, they are getting the Chinese hair done, and they are basically telling everybody that, oh, this is the Indian Remy hair, but that's not Indian Remy hair. The original Indian Remy hair will be something like this. And see the kind of shine, this is because of the hair cuticle. So, and you need to do the test. This is full cuticle hair. So this is the texture basically which is the natural Indian Remy hair will have. This is the natural wavy hair, and anybody who's giving you completely straight texture hair, that's not the Indian hair. This is Indian hair because this is flat iron. So when you wash this hair, it will resort back to this kind of texture, and that's what you need to basically check. And now I'll be telling you about the bulk hair. So when you buy the bulk hair, like this is the single drawn hair, so you need to check the cuticle, so that's smooth this side and is rough upwards. Then you need to check the basically the hair ratio. So hair ratio, most people will check in another way, but you won't be able to come to know the exact hair ratio. So you need to basically roll the hair and then check the volume. So this is the exact way to basically check. This is the method I myself have developed it to basically explain the clients. So that's how you can see, like this is thick from the bottom and it's thin from down, and basically when you hold the last 5 to 6 inches, you can see like how much of the thickness is there in the last few lengths as compared to, you know, the rest of the hair. Then basically I'll come to the double drawn hair. So this is the kind of double drawn hair that we are doing in the UK market. So this hair is around 30 to 40% same size hair, but we can make up to 70% same size hair. And again, you need to test the hair cuticle. It's smooth this side and it's rough upwards. So basically the full cuticle Remy hair will feel like a fish scale. It will like a fish scale it will feel like, and it will be smooth one side and will be rough upwards. So if it's not rough upwards, then it means it's basically non-Remy hair or the processed hair. Even if you have a lot of difficulty, like you can feel the cuticle somehow and you say like, okay, yeah, some cuticle is there, it again means that it is a kind of a machine Remy that China sells everybody as the Remy hair. So that's not the Remy hair. Another thing is Remy hair, the virgin hair, full cuticle hair and raw hair, they're all the same thing. There is nothing called machine Remy and all. China is basically processing the non-Remy in a way that it looks like Remy, that it will still have 30 to 40% hair cuticle, and you'll feel that okay, this hair is very good, but actually that hair is not good and will give off in some time. And this is again the smooth texture, straighter version of the hair. So like this kind of hair is very less in the volume with us. It is mainly going to the Russian clients like Hair Shop and Kaluga and a lot of other companies that you deal with. They will have basically this kind of hand selected Indian hair, and see it has natural amount of shine, how much shine it has bounciness. And then again you need to basically test the hair cuticle. It's smooth this side and it's rough upwards. This roughness is the proof for the cuticle, and if this roughness is not there, if the fish scale is not there, which means there's some problem with the hair. Now I'll show you some of the hand tied hairs that we are making. So these are basically the hand tied micro wefts. This is very thin, especially for the Caucasian clients who have basically thinner hair, and the same for the Afro clients as well, because they are also similarly using that. This technology is much better than the wefted hair, because with wefted hair you get alopecia because the stitching is very thick, and that puts the kind of pressure on your head basically. So that's not very advisable. Then again, basically we are able to make the full lace wigs, we are able to make the frontals, closures, the 360-degree. We can make all these products in all the different shades. And basically this is our master coloring for the UK market. We can make all these products at MOQ. Like you need to place minimum half kg order per length and per color. If it's less than that, then basically we have the problem in bleaching and dyeing and making the product. So we have all the dark shades, you have all the light shades, the mixed shades, the blonde highlights, the balayages, the pastel colors. Even the companies like Great Lens, who basically are the pioneers in the premium salon science, they are also basically by the Indian hair, and they are making these kind of pastel shades. So if you are basically a private labeling client, then we can make that for you. And this is very high quality hair basically. And now I'll be telling you about the keratin hair basically. So this is a pre-tipped hair. This is basically 8 mm long and 6 mm broad and 1 mm thick, and basically 1 gram per strand. Now these are basically almost the same dimension, almost the same size, and is very high quality hair. the same is possible for the I-tip hair. The I-tip hair is very high quality. 1 gram tips or 0.8 grams tip, or basically 0.5 grams tip, as long as basically you are able to fulfill the criteria of the MOQ, we can make that. So basically these are all the things that needs to be discussed, and basically I'm telling all the clients. The main problem is that a lot of clients are basically going to China and they're getting scammed. And usually what will happen in China is, like, you will see a company's YouTube video made by Alibaba. Alibaba is again a big scam company. It's just promoting its own traders, its own manufacturers, and what these manufacturers do is they will go to the other websites and they won't do the business on Alibaba, because they know that if they do the business on Alibaba, then people will basically find out their scam and basically Alibaba will sue them. So they'll never do the business on Alibaba protection, and they will take you on the site and do the business separately, and then you will get scammed. Like, I have many clients who will come and complain. And all the videos that Chinese manufacturers are making on YouTube, you can see all those videos are big scam. I have companies come here and they will tell me that they saw this worker in the sales team, then the same worker they saw while bleaching, the same guy, next time they send somebody to check, the same guy was being told as a hair collector. And mostly Chinese, basically they have colluded with the Russians, or they have colluded with other countries where they are selling the Indian hair. So the Indians hair they are selling over there, but the non-Remy hair they will sell as the Indian hair, and then they will complain that, oh, India is selling the bad quality hair, because that's all non-Remy hair collected from the combs, the goli hair, the ball hair that we call. So that hair is not the very good quality hair, and that's mainly going to African countries where the margin of the product sold is less, where the cost of the product has to be kept lower. So all these things you have to check, and basically you have to do. Earlier than before 2010, India was not able to have the bleaching science, good bleaching science, but now we have the Italian bleaching science, and we're able to bleach the hair to this quality that basically the shine is so good. And basically the Russians, the Uzbeks, the Ukrainians, Israeli people, they themselves come here and they're selling our hair as the Slavic hair and in other qualities. So those are the basic things that you need to test, which is the cuticle, the bleaching science, the hair ratio, the product science, the wefting, and each and everything. And you don't have to go to basically China, and for some other hair you go to some Asian country and you will always like get scammed, and again you have to start from zero. You know, that's what is the problem. Like, I will show you another hair. This is basically the hair from one of the Asian countries. Like, this hair is very like dense, like it's concentrated. So just to get a good volume of like 200 grams, you have to put like 200 grams of the hair. But to get the 200 grams volume from the Indian hair, you only have to put like 150 grams hair or around 120 grams hair. Even 100 grams hair is enough. Like, this pack is of 100 grams, and after wash it becomes very voluminous. So basically due to this kind of Asian hair that we put, which is like highly dense and which is very compact, and this is very like, when you hold this, it's like very heavy, it feels very heavy. While this hair is like 300 grams, but this is like 500 grams, but still it does not feel heavy, because the impulse or the pressure it puts on the scalp is like distributed. So when you move the head, so the pressure does not comes on one single point and you don't get alopecia. And with this hair, you have a problem of that. And so these are all the basic things, and you see my videos properly and you see them again and again. I would request you to make like notes and basically note down the points, check on each and everything, and then basically take your business ahead. There is no point going to middlemen in your country and doing business with them. And some of them are basically telling you that they are manufacturers, but they are not manufacturers. They are basically the middleman of the Chinese companies or other people. And other manufacturers that you're dealing with in India, they don't have the proper bleaching science, so they don't have the proper standardization. Like why McDonald's has the same burger everywhere is because the science of McDonald's is very standardized. You can get the same quality over and over again, repeated, and their work is process oriented. So till the time your work is not process oriented, you will not get a standardized quality, and that's why there will always be a fluctuation. And this is what the Indians and the Asians don't understand. They think that okay, a guy comes, just scam him, again new clients will come, again Alibaba will get new clients, and that is their entire business model. It's just a modus operandi and not even a business. So you need to think very carefully. And basically, you can get to me on WhatsApp. You can contact our sales team. We have like 3 to 4 Instagram profiles. You can get over there. You can get on our website at www.remipatrahair.com and basically take your business ahead. Thank you and have a nice day.